and this is it. We are on air. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again at another edition of New York by Night, seen for Werewolf Venue. Um, it is, well, early evening. The sun is hanging, kind of hovering still in the sky. Um, the heat is still sticky in between the buildings of New York, the skyscrapers and everything. It's one of those places where there's not a lot of not a lot of wind, and therefore uh, the heat, of course, stays so much longer hanging around in between the streets or in between the buildings on the streets and everything. However, it started to rain, and although it's still a hot rain and not really giving that much of a cool down, it is enough to let's decide to walk the next few uh, subway stops towards the Geodyne um, head office. She's actually, as she walks, she's typing on her tablet as she's making a blog post. Presses enter, then looks at the thing, and she leaves it on, but she turns off the volume, and she does the same for her phone. As soon as she enters the building, turns off the sound, leaves it on though. Same goes for the other phone that is in the inner pocket of a jacket, special phone,
Mm-hmm.
and she she checks in with her visitor's pass. She figures that Grinny might have sent word to his staff, but she just
Um,
walks on to the elevator that she knows that goes to the office of Grinny, the one that she saw him walk out of a while ago.
as you do so, Miss Thompson comes to you. Miss Sinha,
Yeah. Hey.
hi. Um, Mr. Grinley said you'd be here.
Yeah.
Um, the elevator is password encoded, so don't worry about. No. I'll put in the password. It's changed for this evening. Normally, I don't know it,
Oh.
obviously.
Okay.
Um, he is in a very foul mood. He is not happy. Stuff apparently happened. I don't know what happened though. I don't get told such things for obvious reasons. Um, I'm gonna go home now. He told me to take the rest of the day off. It's only an hour and a half before actual closing time, but I'll take what I can get. If there's anything you need, you have my phone number, but just don't irritate him, please. He
Don't worry. Don't
seemed
worry.
agitated.
Okay. Look,
Okay.
he called me. I'm here. I'll take care of him. He's fine. I'll make sure that he's. I'll make sure that he'll smile again. Okay. Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. And she walks back to her desk, picks up um, another RFID card, and swipes it in front of the sensor. The elevator opens, and she just allows you to get in.
Okay. She'll walk into the elevator.
Uh-huh.
She'll
As
turn
you
around and she'll smile and wink.
she Miss Thompson this time doesn't look too happy. She still gives you a small wave, and as the doors close, you see her break the card in multiple pieces.
Hmm. Interesting. She'll
The elevator goes up automatically.
yeah. Senna's just standing in
Hmm.
thoughts
This
in
is
the
the same
elevator.
elevator that Emmett took to get to his interview with Greenlee.
Hmm.
Greenlee's office is 45 stories up. So it takes you a good 50, 60 seconds to get up there.
Okay. Um. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's not doing anything.
Okay. As you get to the top floor, the doors open, and you see Greenlee just with his back to the elevator door, looking at a screen with someone else next to him.
She'll walk in and she assumes that they will notice that she's there, but so she won't say a thing. She just waits like 5 meters away
Mhm.
from the both of them.
They're looking at what seems to be the video feed from the satellite.
Yeah, curious and being curious, she'll
Hmm.
stand in a way that she can just, either look between them or around them to just basically catch what's on the screen as well.
Yep. And you see not the current feed, they're not there yet in archaeology, but you see it seems to be a loop of the actual assault happening.
Mm-hmm.
You see the front of the building with the construction yard out front, and you see the two black vans driving backwards toward the building. So, and with the doors about to open, they open, the guys rush out, and they get cut down to ribbons almost instantly. The doors open, and it's basically D-Day at that point.
Yikes. She just um she intakes rather loudly. It's like as she sees that happen, she's not making any other sounds. She just
And,
seems probably as fixated on the
and
screen.
you see, well, you probably don't since you're fixated, but you still hear Greenlee just sigh. I'm sorry I showed you this. I didn't hear you come in. And he
Sorry.
turns towards you.
Hey. She
Hi.
looks away from the screen and just gives him a
The
smile.
the other guy is dressed in a suit. He you think you've seen him before at this office, but you don't know for sure. Probably one of the passersby.
Hmm. And at this point, as she's been acknowledged, she'll walk up. Um, she'll actually kind of, yeah. For a moment, she's just standing there. I was like, okay, gonna do a handshake, hug, nothing. She's trying to read Greenlee to see what he wants at the moment, especially because there's someone there. If he would have been alone, would have been different. But
And
now she kind of want. Can I make an empathy check on that?
of course, you may. What would be the dice?
Um,
Your nightmares were not in effect, by the way, just so you remember.
we're still on the same day as,
Yes.
yeah. So, else I would have asked for a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Perception empathy is 4 dice.
Alrighty. Well, you make it. Although the number is kind of
Yeah.
scary. Um, you see, when he turned to you, you see him give a tiny smile. Not much, but you think it would be a smile. And he turns towards the other gentleman and says, "Mr. Harrison, please, could you give us a bit of time?" The other guy just nods and walks away into the elevator, which goes down.
Harrison, she kind of like one of the corners of her mouth is just kind of lifting in this half smirk because she's like Harrison, funny, but she won't comment on it. It's just that. Um, and as the guy just walks away, she'll walk up closer. She
Mm-hmm.
stands next to him, basically taking the spot of the Mr. Harrison.
Mm-hmm. and the elevator closes. It starts moving. At that point, Greenlee will grab you and hug you, and just this squeezy type of hug.
Mm. She'll return it. She's like, dude, it's fucks up, but it's not your fault, okay? Just not.
It's not, but they did not listen, and more people died because of it.
People tend to be. People tend to think that they know best,
Yes, they do. And
and we all think that from time to time. I mean,
yeah,
even you and I, we all seem to think that we know what we're doing, and we're not ever. But this is not something that you can change. So just
mhm.
don't don't beat yourself up over it, okay?
But I do.
I know, as would I.
And he lets you go, but holds onto your shoulders.
Mm. And she wraps her arm just around his waist, probably, and kind of leaning in against him as she still watches the screen.
They saw that asshole go in there. They thought, hey, it's a good time to catch all of them together. From what I heard, anyway. The feeds are a bit wonky on the radio, but whatever.
Mm.
So they decide to go in. They decide that, you know, 10 guys, SWAT type guys, if you will, going in, breaching. Yeah, that'd be great. They didn't stand a chance, obviously.
Why, obviously, are those weapons so advanced?
No, they're old World War II weapons. The problem is they're World War II weapons. They're supposed to destroy something, not just kill it.
Hmm.
Like, and he grabs the remote and fast forward a little bit to when the shooting actually starts. At this point, you can see the rain really starting to fall, but it's still visible on the normal camera.
Hmm.
And you see that instead of the, and he starts pointing out stuff, and instead of the like a normal machine gun will punch a small hole first, and then just expand. This thing just rips chunks out of everything. As far as you can tell, it's still nasty, and he doesn't zoom in too far, so you don't see,
Mm-hmm.
the worst of it. But so yeah, these guys are not too sophisticated. They're not like laser guns or some shit. But
Okay, can I make a technology roll on that?
uh, technology or firearms?
I don't have
Firearms will be
firearms.
easier.
I don't have firearms. I have
Okay,
technology. I have
that's
crafts.
crafts and technology. Div 7 then. Int tech.
Five
Cool.
dice, please.
Cool beans. Boop. Yeah, you got it. What are you looking for?
Basically, I'm looking for are these actually Second World War weapons, and
Yes.
do they seem to be altered with like modern technology?
No, doesn't look like it. At least from the guns you saw firing.
Okay. Did I see any logos on the guns, like anything that marks them?
No, no. They, as far as you can tell, they look like actual World War II weapons.
Okay.
And he just stands there and looks over outside the window. I want to make this place better, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if people do what they will with my stuff, mind you,
Your stuff?
the satellite
Oh,
and my intelligence from said satellites,
yeah.
then I get upset, as you can tell. Now,
No, I understand that. Trust me. What I said before, the other way around as well. We all try to do what we think is best, and we all want to change the world. But the problem is that we all have to go up against
Yeah.
seven. What was it again? 7 billion other
Yes.
people in the entire world that all
Yeah.
think that they are
They're the protagonist in their own story.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get that. I do. And let's be honest, these guys that got sent in, they probably thought they were heroes for, stopping evil gun runners. Good for them.
As
But
will their families. That will give them hope and support in later
mhm,
days. It's
yeah,
sucky, but sometimes living a dream is not that bad.
yeah, still. I'd rather make the dream reality.
Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of traveling um,
Hmm.
in the past few years. I've not seen everything that I want to see yet. But still, I've noticed one thing. I was starting to travel in the hopes that I could change the world, like ecotourism, stuff like that. I was making
Hmm.
tons of articles about it. You know what happened?
What?
Well, try to find one of them.
Yeah,
You won't.
you won't. The problem is with such articles, and I don't mean to hurt you, of course, is that it doesn't appeal to big business. Big
Exactly.
business can crush these things. That's why I also gave you the money to do such things as you would.
I
Yeah,
know.
I'm still a big business. Yeah, I do get tax write offs on it. The thing is, I don't want the publicity either for the company. I want the publicity for you.
Oh, but I don't need the publicity. The cause needs it, not me.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's more that, well, what you're just telling me, I found out on my own. I found out the hard way, as I. It was quite frustrating, I can tell you that.
And I hear you.
But I found out that it is easier to change the world within the spheres that I created myself. My website, friends that I find in the places where I travel to, friends that I still have over in the UK.
Hmm.
I'm slowly building my own network of people in the world, and throughout that network, I can hopefully make a difference. I will not be known. My name will not be known, probably. I mean, yeah, Shakira, she will be known for at least a good 50 years, and hopefully longer. Not me. I mean, those are, you may still be known. The people who,
Yeah. The thing is, those types of people always have good support.
yeah, but that's okay. But what I'm not aiming to be known. Because if I want to be known,
Hmm.
I would not do this. I would, uh, I don't know, actually. I would not do photography, probably.
No, I
No,
get you.
but I just
No,
hope to
and I
change a
get
little
you.
bit if I add one more year to uh, some sort of plant or wildlife that stays around longer, because I wrote an article about it. Even that year is precious. If I save one life, that's precious.
Hmm.
I understand that you want to try and change the world, but you're used to thinking big because you are, well, big, and she kind of makes a quotation marks. You're a big person. People know you. Then you
Hmm.
can change more than I can.
Yeah, as long as you use that, you know,
But
FaceTime, let's say, for good.
yeah, yeah, and I think we can't avoid losing more than we want. So don't it's really stupid to say, especially after you just witnessed this and you're obviously upset. It's really stupid to say, like, don't think about them, because of course I think you'll have to, and as will I, and that will always be in my memory as well as in yours. But as long as we also remember where we are making a difference and where we can make a difference.
Hmm.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'll need good support. And while the guys here in the company are they're good at what they do, but they still think like business people, they still think like managers.
Well, then approach them as managers and business people. You know how to deal with them. You can
Hmm.
change their way of thinking, but slowly. And yeah, I mean, there has been a news article about a certain CEO who's been like giving up big chunks of his payments to uh I believe the more poorer workers of the company.
Hmm.
It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. And the more people are doing that, I mean, you're flaunting your money, you're throwing it away. Give it to those people who need it, or give it to causes. You
Mm.
know, don't throw it away on, I don't know, me. Don't buy. So look,
No,
we
hold
went
on,
shopping. This
hold
is
on,
insane.
hold on. The shopping, that's my money, not the company's money. There's still a
Yeah.
difference. I
So
do have the law to follow in such a way. I do have people to that I have to justify my actions to. Not one of which is the government. Don't forget that part either. They
mm,
can and will take everything away if something bad happens. They don't want that to do that, obviously. But they also wouldn't give a single damn if that were to happen because they don't want to be associated with something that is unlawful. So, I'll have to talk to my guys about this, obviously. But you did give a good idea, at least. And like you said, it's not going to be that special, but I hopefully my employees, all 20 something thousand of them, maybe they'll get something out of it, if nothing else.
hey, even but I'm maybe I am talking about your personal money, because with that you can do whatever you want. As soon as it's your paycheck, it's your paycheck, and I'm pretty damn sure that's it. I mean, if you just hand $1 to each of your employees, it's
Mm-hmm.
not much. Then they probably will be like, "What? I only get $1 too. That's cheap." But if you then let them know that everybody is getting $1, all the 20,000 people
Mm-hmm.
from your company, then that makes an impact, and it will make people realize something, and you're making a statement with that you do not agree the way the world is run right now, and that you are willing to stand up for a cause that you believe in.
Mm, very well. Then I'll make you a deal. I will give everyone out of my personal fortune a raise. Anyone who is at minimum wage will get double and will adjust for everyone else's job. Fair enough? And it'll be taken out of my paycheck, as you said. I don't need the money anymore anyway. Don't forget that part.
Well, yeah, you can do that, or you can, give it to foundations that need it, because they are making a difference. I mean, I am. I, remember when we were like discussing the project,
Mm-hmm.
with the pictures and everything?
Mm-hmm.
it's cool that you gave me that amount of money, but I'm just raising awareness, but I'm not actually helping.
And
Only by raising
I did
awareness.
tell you could do with it whatever you want.
I know,
And if you decide to give that to different charities, that'd be perfectly fine.
I know, and I will. I just don't know which ones yet, but, well, maybe we can look into that together, if you like.
And
I think,
he turns towards you. He raises an eyebrow. Are you asking me out on a date, Miss Harris?
if you want to call it a date, if you want to call it a date, sure. It's just, you know, I still don't consider all that money my money. It's yours as well. And if we find out like uh, organizations that we both approve of, then that would be awesome. And if you want to call it a date, then we can call it a date. Sure.
Mm, very well. Where would you like to go?
Well, now?
It is 6 o'clock, so yes, the office will close in a couple of minutes.
Uh, okay. Sorry. I expected you to be upset and
I am
angry.
very upset. I am very angry, and I'd rather turn the anger towards something positive right now instead of staying here and staying angry and yelling at that poor TV screen that will probably get destroyed if I stay here and look at it a couple
Okay.
hundred more times.
Okay. Then we go out right now.
Okay, okay. You get to decide. I'll call James. He'll drive us somewhere or something.
Do you know that there's actually a Greenpeace headquarters settled here in New York?
All right, we'll go there.
Very close to Pier 25, where I actually organized the cleanup
Well,
event.
do you want to grab some takeout and go there and visit him?
Oh, we can always see if they're open. I mean, for all I know is that they close at 6 as well. It's still like an official office building, you know. I
And
don't know if they're doing like that kind of stuff, but well, we can always have a look.
and as you say that, he grabs his phone, looks at it, dials the number. James, call, and he gives the office and all that, and also say, prepare the car. We're grabbing Chinese. Do you prefer Chinese or Thai?
Chinese is good.
Chinese food a lot. So, call ahead probably. We'll be down in a couple of minutes and we're going to go visit them. And yeah, and then we close the office while we leave. Good? Good. All right. See you in a couple of minutes, buddy. Click. So,
So,
we'll go downstairs. We will um, we will go visit your friends.
I've not met them.
We'll visit your colleagues.
Don't think that anyone at Greenpeace headquarters. I mean, I've spoken to Greenpeace people, but never like
Mhm.
went to their. I never went to their office.
Yeah.
You know,
At this point, your phone will ring. By the way,
she'll look at the phone.
it's Alan.
Actually, I think I said I put it on silence.
It can still vibrate if you want, but
Yeah, sure. Alan. Okay.
if you don't pick it up, you don't pick it up. If you do, I'll
No,
tell
no,
you.
no. She's like, can you give me a couple of seconds?
And Greenlee will just clean up a bit because the office is kind of a mess.
And she'll walk a bit further away. It's like walking towards the window.
Yeah.
Hello?
And I'll just give you the message, obviously. There's been an accident involving one of your neighbors. The man had you as one of his emergency contacts. His name is Roberto. And that's the whole message.
Huh. Okay. She's staring at her phone like confused. Um.
You hear Greenlee calling from behind his desk. Everything okay?
Um. I'm confused. Yeah, I think everything is okay.
Okay.
She takes the phone and puts it in
Mm-hmm.
her pocket, and also notices actually that she has a text from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, that comes afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Time. Um. Yeah.
And he'll come back towards you. Papers are more or less straightened on the desk, even though they're still all over the place, really.
Mm.
He'll offer his arm to you.
She just looks worried. She's trying to make sense of the message.
Mm-hmm.
Was it actually out of character question? Was it actually Alan who made that call, or
It's a call. Well, it's Alan who said it, but it is from a number at a hospital.
Okay.
So take it as you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like thinking, because she doesn't have a neighbor.
Mm,
Not where she's living right now,
mm-hmm.
and she she's still fully aware of where she is, what she's doing, and I don't know. She's just she's just thinking on what to do as she's following him downstairs.
And we'll end the scene here with this last little bit. As the elevator closes, Greenlee's looking completely at you, like, and just going on about something about, workers' rights or whatever. And you notice that this screen is still on and that a new video feed is playing.
Okay, she glances over at it.
And you see all of a sudden what seem to be normal humans on a heat vision turn into very big, not really humans, but standing upright creatures. And that's when the elevator closes.